Welcome back to the channel, guys. I know it took me a long time to upload some more videos, but I was on vacation, kind of lost my voice a little bit, but here we are. And this one is in direct response to one of my comments asking, okay, these lists are great and all, but how about $5,000 budget? Well, ask and you shall receive. So this video is going to be the coolest cars that you can buy with a $5,000 budget. First car, the Ford Crown Victoria. I know what you're thinking. Man, these are old people cars or a cop car or whatever, but there are like really cool examples of this car if modified correctly. They're reliable, they're pretty quick. If you slam on the gas, I mean, they're not the quickest thing in the world, but they still got a nice V8 rumble. Honestly, from my side, I feel like a Crown Vic is just a perfect car. 4 doors, loud as hell, reliable. What more could you want? The Crown Victoria has always been kind of the prime example of, I can't really afford anything new, and I kind of want a car that has some giddy up and go. So I'm gonna go to a police car auction and get one of these suckers, at least back in my day. Did I just sound old? I just sounded old, didn't I? I mean, sure, nowadays we have Ford Explorers that you could kind of do the same thing with, but those are kind of like, to get a clean example of one of those, you're looking at well above that $5,000 budget. And that's why the Crown Victoria comes in real nice. Nice. And if you can't find a good Crown Victoria, the next step would probably be looking at a Grand Marquis. It all looks the same. It's all the same platform. It's all the same Panther platform. Excellent cars. Next up is the Ford Mustang GT. You could get a GT manual within this price budget, and honestly, let's face it, it's a Mustang. That's America's pony car. And I feel like if you're a young buyer, tread carefully if you're a new driver. I feel like Mustangs can get a little bit froggy. The only car that I've ever actually personally lost control in was a Mustang, and it was a V6. But it was a rainy day, and honestly, yeah, I know, driver error. If you're gonna be modifying for speed on these cars, also kind of looking at doing some suspension work, so that way it doesn't get too squirrely in the back. Next up is the Camaro SS or Z28. You could try to find a 98 to 2002, and this would better suit you because it has the legendary LS1. But if you can't find one of those within your budget, go for the older generation with the LT one. No, not the newer one, the old LT one, where it's kind of like got the OptiSpark and all this other nonsense. Overall, LT ones aren't that bad either, but God, who could resist an LS, am I right? Next up is a Nissan 350Z. The 350Z has quite the reputation of just being repeated constantly on my channel as a good, cool car to buy under all these budgets. You can find higher mileage 350Zs within this budget. Surprisingly, too many people straight pipe these cars and they just sound god awful. But otherwise, if it's nice and tuned correctly and you have a good, nice suspension on it, nothing beats a 350Z. I mean, these are really nice two-seater cars. The only thing you really have to worry about is insurance costs, because it is a two-seater. You're gonna save a lot on insurance costs if you have rear seats. And if you don't like the look of the 350Z, you can also go for the Infiniti Twin, which would be the Infiniti G35. Call it a gentleman's 350Z. Next on our list is a BMW 3 Series, the E46. Now the E46, I feel like has a timeless look to it. And you can find non-turbo models for within this budget. Maybe if you look close enough, you might be able to find better. These are some pretty rad cars. I'm not particularly a fan of German engineering when it comes to maintenance costs, but the E46 is just a really nice looking gentleman's car, but also has sporty looks and feel to it. And if you're a fan of wagons, you can find wagons in this price point too. Incredible. So definitely would recommend the E46. You can pretend like you're in Need for Speed Most Wanted or something. I do not condone doing that in real life. Actually, I don't even know why I said that, to be honest. I'm not trying to convince you guys to break the law and run away from cops and do all this other stuff that's in video games, but definitely a cool and rad vehicle to own. Maybe you can like drive in your German vehicle. That's a terrible accent. Next up, an Acura RSX, Type S, or a Honda Civic SI. Both same cars, just different badges. It's up to you to determine which one is cooler looking, but these are really, really good vehicles to own. Out of all the vehicles on this list, the RSX and the Civic probably have the most aftermarket support besides the Mustang and Camaro. But overall, I think these are probably the cooler options because you have power potential, reliability, fuel efficiency to boot, just from maintenance costs and reliability and drivability alone, it's probably going to be my most recommended pick from this list. Next up, the Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. For some reason, these were like probably some of the most popular front-wheel drive coupe or sedan, probably like 10, 15 years ago and prior. These were really cool cars to have. They're super reliable. They're known to be like basically bulletproof. They're supercharged. The GTP is a comfortable car, in some cases heated seats. There is like a level of modern creature comforts on these vehicles. I mean, they're pretty quick. And you can modify these things to be insanely fast. Yeah, they're fun. So what? It's front-wheel drive, so what? So is the RSX and the Civic Si in this list. Come on. Everyone loved these cars 15 years ago and prior, and I feel like we're starting to forget that this car existed. And I feel like we need to get back to like loving some of those cars, you know? So that's it for this list. Leave a comment below if you disagree with me or if something should have been added to it. But the next video I'm gonna be working on is the coolest dad mobiles. It's just an opinion piece on what is the coolest. So if you're interested in something like that, be sure to subscribe and tune in for that when that's uploaded. Oh, yes. This is where we end the video. Stop. This is where we end the video. Just say, hey, thanks for watching. Okay, thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.